It's spring and it's about time to get the Bluick fired up. But the battery's dead. That's nice. Now I don't know if the battery will charge up. I'm going to put a charger on it later on in this video. But it hasn't run in, I don't know. Haven't opened the hood in, I don't know. So we're going to just check the oil on her and check the transmission fluid, open up the radiator, open up the power steering, and just take a peek, put some air in the tires, and I'll throw a charger on it. Not going to start it in this video, so there's no need for a dislike, as I already told you. We'll check the Earl. Last I knew it had half, more than half. That's probably good. Hopefully you could see we're just a drop below the full mark, so we'll call that good. Looks like it could use to be changed, but the engine's only got less than 1,000 miles since the rebuild, so I don't see a need for that. I guess I shouldn't have put my rag away. Power steering, last I knew, was a bit low. That's on the stick. Should check it hot. It's got enough for it to be working. Definitely looks low, but I'll fill that after I get to check it hot. Transmission has always been, and this is not the right way to check it, it's always been looking to be overfilled. So it's up to like there, if you can tell, and the mark for it is down all the way at the bottom. So I don't know how it could possibly be that overfull. I've checked it hot and it's always up at that level. It definitely leaks, I know that. Because one time years ago, on a really cold day, she kind of didn't want to move. And after putting some stuff in it, it was a lot happier. Now that does not want to go down in there. There it is. Okay. So fluids are acceptable. Park that. Radiator might need some. Well, there's air in there, that's good. She's kind of, I mean, she could use a few, you know, but it's probably pretty good. I am going to top that up, just not right now on video. Just make sure I have that seated, yes. So, the fluids, except for the radiator, seem to check out pretty good. I haven't started this in 5 months? More? 6? Been a long time. Definitely not in 2021. We're on the 4th month, April. December? Don't think so. November? Maybe. But I think the battery actually died back then. So it could have been since October or even September. I don't remember. It's been a long time since she started. I guess we're going to put some air in the tires, so that's next. Instead of using one of my 12-volt China inflators, I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. This is the Hyper Tough half-gallon air compressor. It's plenty fine for tires. These things are really dry rotted and cracked. The plan was like years ago to actually get tires. but then the engine blew up and all kinds of other great stuff happened. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh wow, that's like 29. Held every last ounce of air. I run 32 just to do it, even though it's 30. Right on the money. Driver's side rear. About 29. About 30 almost. Yep, 30. Give a little chooch. Oh, overshot. Should be 32 now. Maybe I let a little much out. So just give it a little. Good. It's going to do. Put this one back. Sometimes. There we go. All right, last one. $29.30, somewhere in there. Very close. That'll do it. See, when you use your tools for the right application, they can work great for you. Let the pressure out of the tank. Pretty good. Close her up for next time. It's so easy, even a fan twerp can do it. So now we're going to test the battery voltage, and a lot of you are saying, well, aren't you going to use that Fancy Panther thing with the printer on it? Nope. Might not even have enough voltage to run it. Plain old Harbor Freight meter. That's all you need. Okay, that's fun. 14 volts. 14? 14. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe I can grab the... Well, now I lost connection. 14.25, 29. Is it the Harbor Freight meter? All right, we'll get the battery tester. Alrighty, battery tester from China. That's got enough juice to run it. Probably not going to be able to see the screen, but we'll see. We'll do the battery test. Cold cranking amp 650. Regular flooded. Cold cranking amps. Beepity beep 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 beep. Testing. Voltage 12.31. Current 350 amps. Resistance 7.74. Battery energy is 51%. Life 28%. Result replace. Yeah, ma'am, your battery's bad. It says it needs to be replaced. This doesn't say I got it off of 94 aluminum. Yeah, I'm not going to attempt to start it or do anything. Like I said, last I tried starting it, I think it was January, and it cranked over for, about 2 or 3 seconds and just said, nope, not happening. So, don't know if the Harbor Freight meter is not reading right or if this is not reading right. The battery in the Harbor Freight meter might be dead, but I'm never a fan of using the same battery that's powering the meter to measure the battery. I've always found you get skewed results with that. I'm not saying this is bad or that the Harbor Freight is good or vice versa. I'm just saying generally not a good idea to do that. Okay, we have the AdPow Chinese smart battery charger. There's automatic and manual. I'm going to set it to automatic and we'll see. Hook up the positive lead, get a good connection on that. I see a little corrosion on that, but it's not on the terminal, it's just on the bolt. Got a little spark, that's good. Give this some juice. And pardon me, well, you're not going to be able to see it. It says 13.9 volts, 7.2 amps, 33%, and this is charging, constant current, and the power LED are lit. Now it says 45%. That jumped quickly. 13.9 volts, 6 amps, 45%. Alrighty. 46%. 5.9 amps. So what is this going to charge up in like 10 minutes? Nah. I'm going to leave it for a bit while we're waiting. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to just open up the air cleaner and just take a peek in there. Make sure there's no aminals that built anything in there. I don't think so. Been watching too much like Junkyard Digs and Vice Grip Garage and all that. Check those guys out. Friggin' awesome, the both of them. Oh, the little fan in the, what do you call it? Battery charger is chooching a little bit. Wing nuts off before I open that. 13.9, 5.6 amps, 49%. It's stuck. There we go. Okay. That carbonator looks nice and clean since it was rebuilt. Still Still doesn't run right when it's cold because the choke is not adjusted properly. But yeah, that's there. I guess I could try just hitting the throttle there. Oh, alrighty. Okay. It operated for what it's worth. Not going any more crazy than that, so we'll close her up. Well, we're currently reading at 50% on the battery, 5.5 amps, still 13.9 volts. Lights are saying the same. Nothing more to do. It's gonna just take time. Looked like it was promising that it was actually coming up quick, but it's not. So we're gonna put some antifreeze in. Put that there. I'll move over here. This is the regular or concentrated, as they call it now, stuff. Don't buy the 50/50 because it's already mixed with half water and they're not charging you half the price. If they are, you could, but then again, laundry detergent manufacturers said, oh, we concentrated our detergent. We're not shipping you water. We're saving the planet and you're paying more. So it's down a good inch. So I just mixed this stuff. Let's see where that brings us. Probably nowhere closer. Oh, a little closer. I'm gonna go about there. That's probably about too much. Right there is good. So you gotta leave room in these old cars, at least from what I'm told. You gotta leave room in the radiator for it to expand, because these cars do not have expansion tanks. And I could actually bounce it a little, see if there's any bubbles that want to come out. Nope, it just is. It's better than it was. All good. It seems awfully tight. Tight enough to the point where the alternator pulley wants to turn without the belt. That can't bode well. I'm almost tempted to try to start it. But I don't think that's going to happen. It's only going to damage the battery further, even if I just blip it. That's a big draw on a battery that's pretty dead. If you notice, the voltage was good. It was the current that was the problem. And that's exactly what I experienced. The voltage was fine. The lights in the car were on. It's at 14 volts, 50%, 5.5 amps. We're just going to leave it sit. I'd hate to have to spend money on a battery if I don't need one. So I'm not going to jeopardize my chances here. So, like I said in the beginning, not starting it in this video, but what I am going to have to do is find somewhere to stash that, probably right over here by the valve cover. Run the cord down, climb under her, get that out so I can plug it in. And I'm just going to leave it. I'll check it later on. Probably not getting started today. The weather is going to be nice tomorrow. Again, that's possible that it might be a chance I could start it then. It all depends. It all depends on if you're EKC 2307. Oh. He could start his all day. That's perfectly fine. He starts his up, he revs it, and look where it is. Look where he has it parked. Right next to the goddamn window. The very fucking window. Oh, my window's open. It's going to smell in there. Oh, you don't have a carbon monoxide on your car. My car's better. It's Italian. Yeah, no. This is a real mobile. Oh, fuck. Anyway, that's going to do it for this. I'd love to see her run myself, but like I said, I want to let her charge up. It's just better all around. A lot of you might be saying, well, what about your Fancy Panther, you know, millennial jump starter thing? Well, let me tell you something. Even though they have USB ports and they can charge your phone, you don't want to do that. You actually don't ever want to use them. Ever. Ever. The reason is because you don't want your car battery to be dead. Now, things happen, and that's what it's there for, to use this Italian phrase. It's there for an emergency as such. Charging your phone, well, fuck you. The person standing, I'm going to say next to you, but I guess now I'll have to say 6 feet away from you, has a phone that's germ-infested with Calderona that you can get by borrowing that to make a call. Oh wait, nobody calls anymore, they just text. Well, forget that one. You don't want to use it unless it is a true emergency. XJoe81X's mother bought a brand new, or leased rather I should say, a brand new Nissan Rogue, Murano, one of those fucking SUVs. 553 miles on the clock, a month old, and the battery was stone dead. That car, we didn't get any video with this, that car prevents you from draining the battery. It has auto shut-off features for the lights, for the interior lights, in case you leave the key on, which is a push button anyway. You can't even, it's one of those electronically shifted digital shifters. So you like tap it down into drive. It doesn't just move into drive like a regular car. You just tap it into drive and it stays there. While I was there, after we got it running with the jump pack, Joe put it in reverse and then powered the car off. It automatically shifted to park. You can't even forget. If you try to forget, it remembers for you. It has every last detail. There is no reason whatsoever why that battery should have died. But it did. It's Nissan. So fortunately, Joe took my advice and he bought one of those jump packs, because you never know. He's afraid. He's driving an old car, the 07, you know, the Big Six's brother. He's afraid that the battery might go dead, even though I tested it with the little Fancy Panther thing I did before, and it tested good. You know, you never know. So he got one and he has it in the trunk, and we brought it over to his mom's, and that one has a digital readout on it that shows the percentage of the battery, and it went from 100% down to 96%, starting a little four-banger. Now, when you want to put a 7-liter V8 under that thing, That's going to drain her like way down into the 40 percentile kind of thing. I don't want to ever have to use that if I don't have to. Never. So we're going to wait, and that's it. I've rambled long enough. We've gone up 2%. 14 volts, 5.3 amps at 52%. That's going to do it for this episode of Will the Bluick Run? I don't know what I'm calling this. Spring Preparation 2021. Bluick Spring Preparation. One of those. Too much rambling. Have other shit to do. And videos to make. Got a dash cam video to make. Got some footage. All kinds of great stuff. Anyway, you know what to do. Smash the like. Smash the subscribe. Park a truck in front of the Italians. And take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.